Don't believe them. They're tricking you. 30 young Tibetan monks have stormed a Chinese press briefing accusing the authorities of telling a pack of lies over the Tibet rebellion. The incident is a major embarrassment to the Chinese authorities. The briefing formed part of a stage-managed trip of 26 selected journalists, which didn't include Channel 4 News, to Tibet to demonstrate that the unrest of the past 2 weeks is over. After the protest at Lhasa's Jokhang temple, one of the most sacred in Tibet, the monks were led away, sparking fears for their safety. Our China correspondent Lindsey Hilsum reports now from Beijing.
The official press tour headed for the Jokhang temple. Chinese propaganda officials apparently confident that monks there would toe the Communist Party line. But these are not normal times. Anger and grief overcame fear, and the monks gave vent to their feelings. About 30 burst in shouting slogans in support of the Dalai Lama and Tibetan independence. They said the prayers in the temple had been staged by the Communist Party for the journalists.
After about 5 to 10 minutes, lots of security people appeared and started trying to pull us away. One man tried to pull me away several times, and I went back to try and listen to the monks. After about 10 minutes, 2 men grabbed me from behind and literally dragged me away from the scenes.
Earlier this week, internet pictures showed monks from this very monastery feting the troops who had quashed the riots. Tibetans and Chinese would be amazed that the Jokhang monks had protested, but few will ever know, because this is what official state television showed tonight. A few shots of a monk from the temple management. No mention at all of the protest. It went on to blame Western reporters for distorting the truth. Some Western media works against professional ethics, says the commentary. They filed erroneous reports misleading public opinion. The Foreign Ministry spokesman gave the government version.
The majority of Tibetan people, including the lamas and nuns, support motherland unification and territorial integrity. They oppose succession and support social stability and the safeguarding of people's interests. I just heard of the event you mentioned, but have no details on which to comment.
In India, the Dalai Lama said the Chinese government must accept reality. But his truth, of course, is different to theirs.
This is time. The Chinese government or concerned, I think the officials, must accept the reality. I think that's important. Now, in any case, we are 21st century. Because the pretending or lies cannot work.
Back in Lhasa, the journalists filmed evidence of last Friday's violence. A burnt-out shop, the shrine to 5 young women who were incinerated inside. No question, Tibetans killed Han Chinese and Hui Muslims, as the government keeps repeating. They were taken to see a man called Danzeg, who allegedly surrendered to police and is now in prison. Speaking through an official interpreter, he said he'd been encouraged by other Tibetans to riot, and now he regretted it. But the Chinese government won't address the central problem which caused the trouble. That a vast number of Tibetans don't accept Chinese rule. That most monks venerate the Dalai Lama. And that's why the propaganda trip went so spectacularly wrong. Lindsey Hilsum, Channel 4 News.